Hi everybody, it's Linda. Today I'm here to show you the latest project, long-term project I'm working on. I am making a perpetual calendar with MemoryDex cards. So years ago, before the pandemic, I purchased from Value Village. I ended up with, I think, like 4 Rolodexes like this, the spinning kind, plus 2 like covered tray ones. And they each came with a bunch of cards like this, tabbed index A to Z, and some cards were maybe slightly different, but and I have hundreds of these. So I wanted to, like, the idea of a Rolodex, and I did have one at my job a long time ago. They're great. And I like making MemoryDex cards more than I like making ATCs. So this way, I figure I can show different examples of different ways you can make a card or what you can do with them. And at the same time, tell me, whose birthday is coming up and, oh yeah, that holiday's coming or whatever. Not that I wouldn't know that. But so what I did was I started with 12 tabs. So here's January. So I thicken these up. So this is January. And eventually what I'm going to do is on the back, I'm just going to write who has a birthday in January. Okay. So like in the middle of December, I can pull out January and see, if I want to mail any cards to anybody whose birthday's coming up. Now, to make this, yes, I have a lot of these cards, but I also have some punches. And I will show you samples of what I made. But I have 3 different punches that I'm using. I was lucky enough to find this on Amazon Canada. So I have this punch. And I've bought these way before the pandemic on AliExpress. So I have this one and I have this one. This is the one that I've been using a lot. So I might make a base of a card and then cut it out with this and punch it out with this on my Sizzix, and I trim off the tab part. Now the problem with the spinner is you can't put anything too tall. Do you see how it just misses scraping the tabletop? So I can't have anything taller than this card. So any MemoryDex cards that were gifted to me that are really tall, I made a tray for them. And they're over there. They're over there. But I have made a bunch of MemoryDex cards for future swaps, or I could even put some of them in here, and I'll show you those after. So what I did was I made these 12 cards. I kind of made them themed. So there's January. February is kind of Valentine's Day. Clouds for March. Flowers, April, May. June. That's like the fleur-de-lis for Saint Jean-Baptiste Day. Not that we celebrate it outside of Quebec. I'm not in Quebec. I just don't get to celebrate it. Canada Day, I'll probably decorate that July. August, September, October, November is a fall day, and then December, kind of Christmassy. So, and then I took enough of these blank cards and put them in each month. So I put 31 in January and 29 in February and 31 in March and so on as fillers, as placeholders. So the other thing I did was I took the 3 different dies that I have and I punched them. Now this punch out shows me how this one will look, okay? And the lower half here, down here, is this punch. And they're actually the same. This and this punch identically. As you can see, here, I'll put this on top and see. Yeah, see? It's the same. But this one is this die. Okay, this taller one at the bottom here. And they all work. The bottom line is they need to be an inch apart, and they work. So it doesn't really matter which one I use. And yeah, so okay, I got these, like I said, at AliExpress. I also got other ones that have a fancier edging at the top, but they're too tall. They're taller than this, so they will scrape the bottom, so I can't use them. So unless I was to ever find a Heidi Swap MemoryDex spinner, then I could get that and have taller, because I think this center part sits up higher on her machine, on her contraption. So that's the only reason I would want one, is just to have taller stuff. But even then, you still can't have, there would still be a measurement you can't go beyond. Okay, so I don't have to decorate this exact piece of paper. This is just, I did do one like this. Okay, so what I did was, because this is, I started this at the end of October, so November. Now, these aren't necessarily November 1st or anything like that, but here's a sewing themed one I made, and I just, left it blank. So whatever date of the year this ends up being, somewhere on here I will put the number. So I will put like 8, meaning it's November 8th or August 8th or whatever month and day I end up putting this for. And I'll be using the number dies from here, unless I find some other number dies I have that might be slightly smaller, because these are still pretty big. Like here's like the number 2, if you can see that. There's like the number 2. That's backwards, I know. But see, it's not too big. But anyway, that's what I'm going to do. But I have to wait till I'm done, because I might change my mind on where I'm putting which card. And then this one was, I think, the first one I made. It's covered with stamps. And I did actually cover one of these. So I made that one. And then this one is a collage. So I had a bigger piece of craft cardstock, covered it up, and then I trimmed it. Sorry, then I die cut it with this, and then I trimmed off the tab. So I added a piece of paper, writing paper at the back. So that's just a sample. And then here's another one. I don't know, wanted to make something but not sure what to do, so I just did that. And I put a belly band here, even though I could easily take it off. And I still have room to write any information I need to write. And then here's one I just made recently. Okay, kind of busy, flowery. And that's all I've done, except for, I put it in May, even though it could go anywhere in the summer. I made this one. So what will happen is, if this happens to be on a date where it's someone's birthday, then I would just have their name at the back. I would have like Jane Smith, and I'd have the year she was born, so I could just go, she's 40 this year, or however old. And yeah, and I think, did I mention that I would probably put birthdays on the back of the monthly tabs? Yes, I did. Okay. So I'm always open to doing a swap, if anyone is interested in doing a swap. So, and I might even also just use some of these in here anyway. So I made this one, and most of these that I made, I put like my information on the back, but I don't need that in my Rolodex. But anyway, I made that. I've made this one. This one. Oh, I should probably just maybe show you like this. Hang on. So you're so sweet. Okay. So let's just see if I can show it to you this way. So we have that one. I use my hexagons to cut out one. And then here's another one. Gonna see the world. And here's another one, lavender. And I made a couple Canada ones, just with stickers. Merry Christmas. Well, that one should be back at the Christmas pile, but that's okay. Handmade. A Valentine's Day one. Another Canada one. That has vellum over it. Here's a fun one. Another Valentine's Day one. Here's just, oops, sorry. There's one there. And then I made a bunch of Christmas ones yesterday. These poinsettias are from Bobby Joe. Sorry, so that one has, might be easier just to do this. That one has some stars, some gold stars. This one I grabbed a deer and I stuck a peace sticker down there. Merry Christmas. And then this one, I wasn't sure how I was going to do it. I have 3 of them. So this one I just stuck some gems. The other 2 don't have anything on them yet. This was just paper from the Gilded Berry Christmas line. And then here's some winter ones. Doesn't say anything, but has the snowflakes on it. Pink, let it snow. And this snow globe that I love, but it's too tall. Like it wouldn't spin. And then I had bought the Ferris wheel die, and that's my sample there. So yeah, if anyone really wants one of these, you have to trade me for it. That would be great. And I might even, if it fits, I could even put any that I receive in here as part of my calendar. Yeah, so that's really it. I hope you like it. I've tried to film this a few times now, and my phone just randomly stops, and it's an old iPhone, and you can't pause, and complain. Anyway, you get the idea. So I thought this would be something fun and pretty to have on a desk. It doesn't even have to be in my craft room. I could have this like in my living room or in the kitchen. I just thought it was really pretty. And I love the idea of showing different examples of the types of MemoryDex cards one can make. So considering how fat that already is, this is going to be one fat MemoryDex spinner. So I hope you guys like this video. I'm drawing a blank after all that, and I'll let you guys go. So yeah, seriously, if anyone wants to do a swap, or maybe wants one of the ones I've already made, that would be great, because all it would cost would be postage. And I also try not to do them too fat. Now, like my May one this one, I might not leave it a May. I did like raise it. I did put like, see, I did raise it with a foam sticker. And then the November one, the ones I made and I put in November, see, that's a little bit, this one is has some dimension. This is pretty flat, and then this one has a little bit of dimension, and this one is pretty flat. So to mail them would be fine in a regular envelope anywhere in the world. And yeah, so that's everything that I wanted to say. And I hope you guys all have a great day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye, everybody.